So today, in Minecraft today, my plan is to basically tie in the sugarcane farm with into our creeper farm storage system, the storage area that we've kind of got. Just before I went live, like literally like a couple of minutes before, I just cleared out this area here, and that's because I want to increase the amount of chests we've got available. So that's going to be fine. Today we're going to be working in this kind of area, and we're going to create like a little belting system around here to pump items from nearby farms into those chests, right? So just to recap, the storage items that we're going to have is we're going to have the gunpowder, we're going to have bamboo, which I don't have a farm for yet. That will be a future project. I've got an idea for a bamboo farm. That's going to be like way off in this sort of an area here, maybe a little bit further in. This hallway will probably change. I'll probably move it round to here and then push that through, because we need to connect the honey farm up to this farm. The thing is, with this storage area here, I think the way that I've kind of designed it, we can increase it so that it goes around in that corner there, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to leave that corner kind of free, or maybe like have a drop down area. Maybe we can just like kind of any of these kind of automatic farms, we can kind of like just belt into the same sort of area, or we might have like a second storage area for like different things and this, that, and the other. But for the time being, those are the kind of 4 farms we're going to have connected up. Ignore the cactus for the time being. It's mainly the sugarcane that I want to kind of like focus on today, get right, and that's because we've got a lot of sugarcane. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is kind of figure out where that's going to go. Now, in order for me to do that, I might need to move all these chests. If I do need to do that, that's going to be a pain in the ass, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. What I might do, I might create like a bunch of shulker boxes, put them inside the shulker boxes, and then move the chests down, and then just have a chest full of shulker boxes of items and things. I'm not going to sort through it all. I also have these barrels as well, so that might not work. But yeah, pretty much I'm going to try and condense as much of this down. This smelter I can probably move / get rid of. In fact, if I do that, I'm going to get like a bunch of experience, aren't I? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so I am actually going to move this. So anything I want, anything I don't need right now, I can put in this chest. This can just be a storage chest just for the time being. I'm just going to kind of like move this a little bit. So it's out of the way. Perfect. And yeah, no, it'll be a matter of just like kind of tidying up a little bit as well around this area. I mean, I'm going to have to do it anyway. We're probably going to get rid of this water source. I don't need it right now. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to fill up those buckets, put them in a storage, and then I can always recreate it, right? And I'm just going to give me this, and we'll get rid of the water storage, just so that I can move that out of the way. That's no longer a problem. And now I've got a little bit more room to go around. Do I want to get rid of this? Not just yet. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in a small little windowed slot there at some point today. And that's going to take like or maybe even like a windowed slot here. Like, actually, this might work better in this little area there, because then I can use this little channel here for the items, and I'll probably end up blocking this side off so that we can't get in. So I can use that for the item storage kind of thing. I know this does connect up to my... Oh, maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is just like a random room. Interesting. Well, potentially it's... Why is there a button there? Well, potentially at some point, this is the area where we can turn into a moss farm, because I do want a moss farm, and if we get that in like kind of the general direction, that's when we can also work on the blocks that we've kind of got playing. Also, the music is very quiet. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit, because I can barely hear it. So that is potentially kind of what we're doing today. I am gonna clean up these chests here and we'll kind of include them into this stuff. I don't need that there at the moment. I'm just gonna kind of like fill these chests as much as possible. Anything that's kind of like got a free slot, I'm just gonna cram inside, and we can always sort these out for a later date. Aha, there we go. And I will at some point I will sort a lot of this stuff out. TM, soon TM. I'm gonna get rid of all the water buckets. Probably get rid of those as well. I'm gonna take those. We'll take those too, because we could use them. So yeah, and like, if I can rescue as much kind of like chests as possible, that's kind of my goal here. That's just so that we can like repurpose and reuse them for different things. So I know I've got barrel room up there. And I want to keep the hoppers in the chest. So any hoppers or chests that I can find, I want to save. Oh, we got like a whole barrel empty there. That's cool. So let's just take this. Hopefully nothing broke on the cactus there. I think most of it went in my inventory. I've got a random map. What is the map? Oh, it's that map. Okay, well, useful. And I know some items kind of like ended up here. Only a few. Does make me wonder a little bit whether like some of the items might have killed themselves on the what's it, but that's okay, I need those. Yeah, so it's just like little bits like that where if I can free up like one chest, I will do my best kind of thing. I don't think any of these are good to be freed. Might be able to like free up one more chest. Let's see what I can do. Because I've got like space here, so let's just have a look. So I've got 9 slots free there. I've got no slots free there. So do I have enough for another 18 slots? I've got 8. No, I don't. So I cannot free another chest up. Okay, noted. Okay, I won't bother then. I will take the redstone out though. I can take those out too. Well, I probably could. I probably could free up another chest, but I'm not as concerned about it, so I'm not going to. What I might do, though, I might just move, say, this into here. Doesn't free up the chest, but it does move it. Click, 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 click. Does move it around a little bit. Oh, actually, let's get rid of that. Put that in there, and then we can save that chest. Cool, perfect. Perfect. And then that just leaves this chest. Which, let's see if I can empty it as much as possible. I do have a spare barrel, so we could always put it in a barrel and then save the chest. I want the hoppers. There might be little things that we can kind of like move around to free up the rest of the blocks. Because I only need... like, for instance, that. There you go. That's helped. There we go. That freed up that. That freed up that. Perfect. Perfect. So just... so now we just need to, like, fill up the copper. Which, I mean, what I might do, I might, like, bring out something like half a stack of something. Like, well, I'll tell you what. I'll take out 2 gunpowder. We'll put in that there. We'll take that out, put that in. Here we go. This is it. I got this. I just need to find a place for these now. There we go. Take that out. Take that out. Put that in. I know I have more rotten flesh just like kind of knocking around, so... and gunpowder too. Yeah, you see, there you go. Now we've got nearly a full stack. So there's like loads of little item slots there that I could kind of like move things around in. But I think I'm completely 100% at the limit now. I haven't really seen much gunpowder, but there we go. Cool. So that saved me, what, a slot? An item slot. I've got like 1 item slot free. Okay, well that's going to be difficult later on, but we can always take those barrels out and repurpose them. And I'm sure there's other kind of optimization with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that means that I do have 10 free chests. I don't know where my... I don't know where my ender chest is. I don't know where I put it. Did I put it in one of these? It could have gone in one of these. I had it a minute ago. I had another pickaxe as well. Unless it's gone down here. It might be down here. This is kind of like the only places that I've really been around though. I don't know where my ender chest has gone. Which is a little bit annoying. And I believe I've lost one of my picks as well, my silk touch picks. Is it in one of these barrels? Did I kind of like put it away? I might have. I might have put it away by mistake. No. I do not see it. Okay, well we can't do much without my ender chest today. I don't know what I've done with it. You see, this is the problem with... I didn't put it in like one of these by mistake, did I? I don't think so. I mean, like, I haven't started using these yet, but we can always have a look. At the beginning of the stream, I know I had a very, like, worn-down silk touch pick and an ender chest. I'm sure I had an ender chest in my inventory. Let's go and have a look. up here. Also, I picked up loads of levels from those. Well, I mean, this is my ender chest, so I've got all of my things inside my ender chest. Let me just have a look inside the light blue box. Oh, I know what happened to the worn down silk smooth thing. I broke down the furnaces and it's healed itself, so that's fine. Okay, so this is all good. So I'm just missing my ender chest. I don't know where I've put it. I must have placed it down somewhere. So maybe I didn't have that in my inventory at the beginning of the stream then. I got very confused then. Yeah, I don't know where my ender chest would be. It could be anywhere. Let's be honest. I've got another chest here, which I'm going to utilize. It could be anywhere. I'm going to be honest. It generally, honestly, could be anywhere. I generally don't know where it is. Interesting. Well, it's not going to be... I'm not going to find it, I don't think. So, the problem with this is the fact that I don't really have a way of accessing my redstone box. So maybe it would be a good idea to kind of sort with that. Anyway, yeah, because I do need my redstone box out. Am I sure it's not like kind of knocking around here? I've got a shulker box of sand there. I just have to look very carefully. Am I sure I didn't put it away? Like, this is the thing. Usually I would put it away. Huh. I don't see it anywhere. That's so confusing. Well, I'm going to take that redstone dust. Any redstone supplies I'm going to take, we'll put them in the redstone box themselves, including those, because we can always make more of those. I'm going to take the emeralds, we can put those away as well. Honestly, I have no idea what I've done with my ender chest. Okay, well, I guess we craft up a new one. Let's go do that. Let's go craft up a new ender chest. I mean, there is the chance that I've put it inside my... Oh. Okay. I just want to check you. I mean, there's a lot of junk in there and that would free up another chest, so I'm tempted, but I'm not going to use it. Oh! Okay. No. Out, 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 out. But there is a villager there, for whatever reason. He has escaped. Ow! Why is there a villager up here? What did you do? How did you get out? How did you get here? And I know these that are annoyed at me, and that it just like I do have soul speed. There's 2 villagers. What? When did they escape? I don't remember that. Someone will probably have to link me to the point where they actually escaped. That's probably why this stopped creating. Oh, by the way, you guys are not allowed here. Thank you. Let me out! Okay, so I don't know where it is, but I think what my option is going to be here, I'm going to make another one, which I don't have enough obsidian. I could always make more obsidian, I guess. Unless there is a spare one in here, which there is not. Did I pick up any obsidian on my travels? I did not. Okay. Bunch of music discs, which are the same. I got loads of soul torches, though. You know when I was trying to craft a soul torch the other day? Apparently I had one all along. And apparently I've got a mangrove boat now, too. Okay, we need 2 more pieces of obsidian then. That's what I'm seeing from this. I don't think I've got any more stuff, really, that I can utilize. No. Alright, let's go and get a couple more pieces of obsidian. I'm trying to think best place for me to get it from. I might have... I do not, okay. I was gonna say, I might have like some obsidian in my potion brewing kit. We'll pop those in there. I've got loads of chests in here as well. That's good. That's good to know. I'm going to put the rest of the chests back in there, which means I've also got a lot of chests in there too. That's good. A stack of emeralds. Just need like 2 more obsidian. I think what I'm going to do... So this might be a little bit unconventional. But potentially my best option. I'm going to use these 2 lava buckets here, and we're just going to turn these 2 into obsidian underneath like water or something. Which we have there and there. Cool. I think that was the quickest way of getting obsidian, honestly. I mean, I could have gone to like the end, but that takes ages, so I just think the lava bucket trick is the best way. Sure, we use up a lava bucket, but we've also got this like kind of ripstony thing there to replenish our lava. Cool. Okay, so let's get another ender chest. And if we find my old ender chest, then we've got a spare. That's great. Why do I have so much wheat? Where did that come from? What sort of food do I have? I've got bread that's pre-made, and I've also got some cooked chops. I'm trying not to use my golden carrots, so I'm trying to get through like some of the crap that we've kind of just accumulated by chance. I've got eggs here. So like, for instance, the pork chops. I've got pork chops that we can get through. Okay. Potatoes are not the best sort of food in the game. I'll be the first to admit that. Okay, let's get my ender chest down. I'm just going to extend the storage under here. So that's the first thing today. Is a little bit more... kind of resources, but I think in the end it'll be worth it. Whoops. Discount! Hey man. That is a big hefty raid. Do you know what? Hey Discount, welcome in. Dude, how was your stream? What were you doing? You playing KSP? Yeah, KSP. I thought that's what I saw you playing. How are you finding KSP? Ah, I don't want that like that. USI live support. Interesting, interesting. Never really played any of the mods in KSP before, so... Hey. I don't know if I've got enough hoppers, but... or iron to make any more hoppers. I should be alright. There we go. Cool. That just adds a little bit more storage to my storage system there, and I'm happier with that. I think that is exactly what is needed for it. Something that we do need, we need a little bit of wood. Oh, we've only got 20 chests left. I do need a little bit of wood to add a secondary composter. When will Womble be coming back to KSP? Good question. I don't know. I've not had the inspiration to play Kerbal in a long time. KSP is a special place in your heart, so even when it's all going wrong, never get too upset at it at all. Oh, absolutely. You know, like... Maybe that is something that I need with Kerbal, is maybe, like, to just go back into it and have a look. But honestly, like, in terms of playing Kerbal and that sort of stuff, right now, in my current point in my life, I'm not sure I've got the time or the effort to be able to, like, design things. I'm currently a lot better at designing things in Minecraft than what I am or would be in Kerbal. So I don't know. I don't know if I would ever go back. I'm sure I will at some point. Just not on the full. Why do I have a stone sword in there? Do I really need a freaking stone sword? Get out! Yes, I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back on KSP. I was kind of hoping that when Kerbal 2 came out that I would kind of like do a full switch back to Kerbal and like really focus on Kerbal and do some like mega projects on Kerbal 2, but it just wasn't in the state when it was released, and it's still not in a state where I can do what I want to do with Kerbal. So therefore that means going back to Kerbal 1, right? And I feel like I don't even need to craft up a composter. And I just feel like I don't know. I haven't... I haven't been inspired. And that's the hardest thing. I think the thing for me with Kerbal, the reason why I had such a huge kind of like flat line with the game is because I always try and design like super mega builds. And that level of design isn't sustainable. So yeah. At some point I will finish the decoration to this room. Maybe soon actually, because I've got an idea for what I want this area to look like now. This kind of area. I've got a design in mind. So that will it will feed into this bit. This bit now needs to go. So this is what we need to do. We need to belt, and I realize that's a random term that I'm throwing in there, but I need to bring all of the items, which I believe are currently being diverted in that direction. I need to bring the items from here, and I need to kind of like drop them down and around, which isn't going to be too difficult. So I think, do I want to bring it underneath here? Where is the outflow? So the outflow for the items for the gunpowder farm is there. So maybe I could hook it up with that. No, that wouldn't work. I'd have to do it. I'd have to kind of like bring it in over here, I think. But basically, this is what we need. We need a system that will flow the items like from multiple different sources into an alignment tool. So we need to align them with the cake on the top. So I think that's maybe where we need to start. We need to start with the cake on the top and work our way back. So the way to do that is with a bubble vator. That's dead easy. So let's throw that up there and then we'll... Yeah. Game. Really? Like, this isn't even close to where I threw the frickin' ender pearl. So weird. I don't... sometimes I don't get ender pearls. Okay. So, little disappointing with 2 at the moment. Waiting for it to be a game that was meant to be, but I think No Man's Sky was like that, and by all accounts it's a good game now. No Man's Sky is a good game now, absolutely, I agree. So, I think the way around this, so this is what we need to do. We need one more piece of cake here. We need to bring the items up from this direction here. So there is going to be a bubble vator that goes up and then flows naturally into that cake, and then the ice flow will flow in that kind of direction. And then we can kind of do things with like water movement and this, that, and the other, like so that we have a continuous water flow, and I can figure that out later. Yeah, because I do want a continuous water flow. I don't want like a gap in the water. Although that being said, it won't be too much of a problem. So let's work on that. Actually, let's get one more piece of cake. Which I need 1 egg for. That's why I had wheat in my inventory, I remember now. I needed 1 egg for. Oh, we need 3 empty buckets here. Okay, well that's fine. So that should all be water source block now in there, which is pretty cool. And we also need the wheat, which I can just get from over here. Yeah, so I was just very disappointed with Kerbal 2, and it sapped a lot of my energy for Kerbal just in as a whole. And then it's a matter of like, do I have faith in the... Hey, we found my original ender chest! Of course it was like just randomly in the cow farm. Okay, whatever. Okay, what am I missing for cake? Oh, I can never remember how to make cake. Oh, it's the sugar. Got you, got you, got you. Yeah, so that was my kind of issue with Kerbal 2. I'm still fairly disappointed with it. Like, I don't feel like it's made much, if any, progress at all. Since it kind of was released, and that was like half a year ago. Like, they've not made any real big change in like 6 months, and I feel like when you're charging, and the price, as far as I'm aware, like the price for Kerbal 2 is still the same price, right? It's still like £45, is that right? Like, when you're charging that much for a game that isn't a game, it's like a waste of money. As far as I'm concerned, Kerbal 2 is just a waste of money at the moment. Like, I was expecting it to be buggy. I mean, it's an alpha, it's going into alpha. It's, you know, I was expecting it to be buggy, but the state that it's in, as far as I'm concerned, was just unplayable. Like, you couldn't play the game, right? Like, so. Yeah, KSP2 will be another 2 years before it's playable. Exactly, and that's a bit disappointing, really. Personally, I'm not happy with the fact that that's the state. That's the state of the game. It's got a long way to get before KSP1. Yeah, I know, it's... And that's even more frustrating, is the fact that the cheaper game, the older game, Kerbal 1, is... I realize it's been around for a lot longer, but it's a game that you can play. Do you know what I mean? I think that for me is a big thing. It's like, and it's not just a game that you can play, it's a very complete game with a lot of ability. As far as I'm aware, there's not really any advantage at all to KSP2 over 1 at all. Like, there's no advantage to playing that game. I want that to be ice. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there. That's going to be our alignment tool for the items. We're going to have a little bit of ice here. And basically what we're going to do, this air block there, that's where the bubble vate is going to be. Now, I might get some glass so that we can see the bubble. So we can see the bubble and the items and stuff. I think that will be quite fun. And then we need like a generic inflow for the water. And then we just need to hook these bubble columns and stuff up. So I do have a little bit of white stained glass here, so I might use that. I've only got 10 pieces. I've got a lot of green stained glass. I thought I just had normal glass, clear glass here, but maybe I didn't. Oh no, there we go. So we've got some clear as well. So I've got options. Still like loading Kerbal 2 and floating for the music until the orbital decay hits you. Do you know what? The music is... maybe that's the case for Kerbal 1. It's like the way that they've developed the music, the soundtrack. Very good. Very impressed with that. I'm very impressed with that. So maybe that's one of the cases for Kerbal 2. Okay, so potentially this isn't going to be like that, but just as an example, I wanted to do that. So we've got an outflow here. I need to figure out where the sugarcane's coming from, and then we might repurpose the cactus farm. If I put the... So I'm thinking I'm going to put the cactus farm in this little inlet here, and that can pretty much use the same water system as the sugarcane, right? Like, it can use the same belting system. So, yeah, I think that's the answer. So then that just leaves the bamboo, and the bamboo is going to be on that side, so that we can just bring that into this little chamber. I think this little chamber is just going to be like a little pot. It will like fire items into the pot. It will drain into this bubble vapor, and then it will go into storage. Let's get the clear glass. Maybe I won't do the clear glass just yet. Maybe that's going to be the last thing I do. Is this map updated to the latest version of Minecraft? Yes, it is. 1.20.2. So this is the most up-to-date version of Minecraft in this map. Which is annoying because they patched something about the villagers that I really liked before, and now I can't do it. But you know what? It is what it is. I still, to this day, think version 1.14 is my personal favorite. I think that's just personal bias because it was the bit that got me back into Minecraft after a very long gap. Because like, I remember, I think it was version 10 maybe? Which one was the one where they added the polar bears? Like, they added the polar bears and I was just like, and I stopped playing Minecraft. So I missed out on version 11. I don't remember what that update was. Version 12. And 13. Now, version 13 is a very strong update. Version 12 kind of is also a strong update because that was the color update. But I just never really played on those. But version 1.14 was the one that got me back into Minecraft, weirdly enough. And that was the villager update, if anyone's wondering. The pillaging and villager update. So, still to this day is my personal favorite update. But I know a lot of people never really liked that. They didn't like the way that the villagers changed it. And there was a lot of bugs that went on with the villagers that like lagged out the game, which is still kind of still a thing. But I don't know. For me personally, like that was my personal highlight. I need what was everyone else's kind of like favorite version of Minecraft? And I'm talking vanilla now. I know a lot like Buzz and Discount, you prefer to play modded Minecraft. So your versions of Minecraft, I'm talking about vanilla versions of Minecraft. So I would imagine that maybe like 1.8 maybe. Because that's where a lot of modded maps kind of still to this day play. 1.12 as well, that's one that is quite popular for modded maps and things. And mods. So, I mean, I could give, like, you know, I can understand the arguments for this. I mean, you're wrong. But you're entitled to your wrong opinion. I've only got blue ice. Where's my ice? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I do have some. Good. Okay, so we're going to put that there as well. So that's going to be where the bubble Vator is. Let's get some stone in. And then we need to belt the items into the bubble Vator. So here, I mean, I've got an option here. I could potentially just do something as simple, because that's going to be the outflow for the gunpowder, right? So that's the outflow for the gunpowder. Now, I'm thinking I'll bring it round and then feed it in that direction. So, what level are we on? We're on this level? So maybe it just feeds in like that, and we'll just wrap it round this way. And so there'll be another bubble Vator that goes up here. So yeah. Whoops. I think it's on that level kind of thing. Could bring that up. .21 auto crafting. Think shulker update was huge. The shulker box update. Which one was that one? That wasn't 1.9, was it? 1.11? Because I know when I was so I played Minecraft. I first started playing Minecraft in 1.7, so I was quite late to Minecraft. So I was playing in 1.7, so that was before Elytras. Before, like, it was before Minecraft had Microsoft. So it was pre-Microsoft. So it was just Mojang. So that was my... I'm happy with the modern version. Anything that adds a bit more complexity into the base game, I'm happy with, to be honest. Okay, so you like the 1.20 update. I'm talking about, like, what is your favorite update that you've had? Because I like every update, I feel like it adds something to it. I think they still need to sort out the inventory system, but I could harp on about that. I haven't, so just as a side note, I haven't seen anything with this latest Minecon stuff at all. I haven't seen any of it. So I don't know what the next few updates are going to be, other than what Turing has just said, auto crafting. So auto crafting? How is that going to work? So it's a redstone update. Interesting. So, yeah, for me, like, so 1.7 was where I played. And there wasn't, like, back then, you never had updates, right? Like, it was 1.7 and it was like that. That was kind of, like, considered the final ever version of the game ever kind of thing. And then they added, then did they add the Elytra? Elytra was 1.9, so there was something in 1.8 that was added. Because 1.7 was like the biomes, right? You had the extra biomes. When was Ocean Monuments added? That was 1.8, right? Because they weren't in the game. I remember them getting added. So I was playing, and then they got added, and I was like, oh, cool. What's this? Yeah, so Elytra was 1.9. But when was the shulker box update? Because that wasn't with the Elytra. You didn't get shulker boxes straight off the bat. You had to wait for those. 1.10 was like just polar bears. So the 1.9 update was a good update because that was like a whole... It changed the end dimension quite a lot. That was the first... Was that the first Microsoft update? 1.9? And they kind of like shaped the future updates. So like it almost 1.9 was kind of Minecraft 2.0 because from then on out, like it was brand new content, like forevermore kind of thing. .11 added shulker boxes. Yeah, okay. So I don't think I played that update. Because I didn't start using shulker boxes until I kind of came back into the game in 1.14. So I think it was like, I remember the 1.10 update and it was like, oh great, you've got some polar bears and they don't do anything and they're useless. I don't remember them adding shulker boxes. So it must have been 1.11. I skipped the 1.12 update and I skipped the 1.13 update. And by the time I came back, well, actually, no, I came back into a 1.12 world because the other world that I've got, I think it is Womble's world here. It's currently a 1.19 world, but this was spawned, or maybe it was Womble's Emporium. Womble's Emporium, this was a 1.12 update. So that was when I came back into the game for a little bit after a break. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's so long. Should we load up this world and see? Because this was the world that I built the... Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, I remember this. Why did I log out here? Let's just have a look around here. So I've just updated this world to a 1.20. I mean, I'll never use this world because there's all sorts of issues with this. But this is where I spawned in a savannah world, right? All the chickens, I know. Look at the lag of this world. So yeah, this is my savannah world. Like, so I made... God, this looks so bad now. Like, this is so bad. Look, I made a little chicken coop. I remember being dead pleased with this, and it just looks awful. And this is when I was like gonna build like roads out to like loads of different places and stuff like that. Dude, like this is massive. All of the sheep and all of the cows. I've got a little starter base I built there. Let's have a look at the interior, because I know I put a little bit of an interior in this. Yeah, so not really much of an interior. I've had a little bit of an effort. A little bit of a bunk bed area up here. Yeah, I didn't really do interior designs. The announcement was super cool at Minecon. I tend not to watch Minecon. We've got a tunnel. All cobble roads, no variation, all stone bricks. So yeah, this is like super, super old stuff. And over here, there's like a little bit of a library. I tried to make this look good, but it didn't. It's difficult building with a Chatterwood. Oh, this was my little library. I remember this. So this was a little bit more... This was a little bit more detailed. I quite like this library, actually. I've got maps. A lectern in the center. And if I remember right, there's like a hidden switch that goes down into like an enchanting area or something like that down here. There we go. There's the enchanting area. A little bit more design. This is a bit better. This is a bit better design. And you've got that as well. And then in here was all the storage, right? This was all all my little storage I had down here. I remember this. God, this is going way back now. Like, this is crazy. So this world was built in 1.12, but I did play it until 1.15, I think. Then I stopped playing it at 1.15 because I played on Jim's server. Oh, the bridge! The bridge! I like that bridge. I still like that bridge. Even though it's like made out of just diorite. I like that bridge. Do I have any rockets? I do. Cool. Oh my goodness. And then I built like a road that kind of like went all the way out here, this sort of thing. And then you can kind of like follow this road. The idea was that I was going to like build like all sorts of bridges and things and do a continuous road build. It's so laggy, this world is. And then a village here, which we kind of have randomly. Jimorian got into my head. Oh, absolutely. I asked Jimorian if I could like do, like I asked Jim if I could like say, I was like, hey, I've got a really cool idea, but I would like to do a very similar concept of a main road system like you've done in your survival world. Is that okay? Am I alright to do that? And he was like, yeah, sure, go for it. So this was the village I saved and protected. All the torch spam. Upside down cat. My first ever 3x3 door. Flight. So like every 1,000 blocks I would build like a settlement with like some super big build. I know there's like a really cool bridge out in this direction. Here it is, found it. Load. Load, game. Load. Okay, this doesn't look as good. This doesn't look as good as what I remember it. I remember it being a lot better than that. No, I asked Jim if I could utilize like his idea and see if I could add a little bit of like technical redstone to his idea. And he was cool with it. And then this is when I started like being a little bit more creative with my builds. Hence this sort of like pirate ship knocking around. Like I'm still really pleased with this pirate ship. That pirate ship looks dope, man. I think it's the sails, right? Like it's the sails that really make it look good. Do you know what? I don't think I'd be able to build like something like this again. I might, maybe. But the sails are phenomenal. And then also in here there was supposed to be like a super secret door. This is the first time, I don't know why there's a villager in there. This was the first ever time I think I built a creeper farm. And I guess it's down here. And yeah, so this was my first ever creeper farm, ever. And it's pretty much the same system as what we're doing. It's pretty much the exact same system, although I have changed this redstone a little bit. Oh yeah, no, I've changed this redstone quite a lot actually. There's deep slate there, so... Is that deep slate? So I must have built bits of this while deep slate was in the world. Interesting. No food in the elevator. No food! Not quite sure why. That was a rule, but that was a rule. No food in the elevator. And then we've also got... Oh, just like a smelter, I guess. Interesting. So yeah, no, I had like different ideas for like each different stage. So this area was supposed to contain all sorts of different bits and bobs, and My building style still at this point isn't great. I mean, these buildings don't look great, but I was always planning to decorate that, add texture and details and stuff. Don't want crumbs getting in your water vapor. Yeah, I know, right? I don't remember why that was a thing, but that was a thing. And then I never really did much past here, I don't think. I think, if I remember right, oh, I think this area had a lot of villagers, right? I think there were villagers somewhere in here. Like, I had a little farm somewhere around here. I don't know where it is, though. Maybe it was here? Aha! Not exactly subtle, but... Ah! We know what this is! We've got Oh. Oh, no, they're all in beds! So this was done in 1.14. So I built this in 1.14. Like, had all of the different book trades for villagers. Apparently there was a zombie man in here, but he's not there anymore. So I had all the different book trades for villagers in here, but I then proceeded to build pretty much the exact same thing of this, but a better version in Jim's world, and then we started playing Jim's multiplayer world, so then I didn't utilize this. There's a lot of emeralds here. I didn't utilize this really at all in this world. So there we go. So that was my 1.12 save, but I started that in 1.12, didn't play 1.13 at all, and then picked it back up in 1.14, but then when 1.15 came out, I lost interest a little bit in Minecraft again. And then 1.16 came out, and I was like, well, I'll just start afresh. So I kind of started fresh, and we stopped playing survival single-player Minecraft for a very long time. Then we did the Womble's World, I think, which was just a pure 1.17 run. So this isn't really that great. This world isn't, because 1.17 was completely useless. It's also broken. Where's my villagers gone? Where's my villagers? So this world is broken. Look, I mean, that's the... I'm definitely further along in the world that we're at the moment. Oh, here we... Oh, I remember. I remember this world. We had... we've got some villagers around here. We had a double spider spawner, right? Like, this was all designed to be in caves and stuff. Get out of here. Yeah. Do I even have a beacon in this world? I don't even think I've got a beacon. Is it up that way? I don't remember. These because it was... Yeah, anyway, there's a double spider spawner somewhere. It might be up this way. Aha! So, yeah, I didn't really do much in this world. That was my enchanting setup. Here's the cave spider spawner. Maybe it's a triple cave spider spawner. Yeah, it could be a triple cave spider spawner. But yeah, basically that was this world. I didn't really do much in here. And this was never designed to be like a big world anyway. I just wanted to play around with the new blocks. Oh! What do we have here? This looks like a farm if I've ever seen one. I don't have anything in these chests though. Sugarcane farm? Melons. Oh, melon farm. Okay. Pumpkins. Seeds. Lots of seeds. Wheat. Okay. Quite a lot of so just general farming things. Interesting. And if we go up here, there should be a wheat farm up here, right? This is like kind of a semi-manual wheat farm. So you hit a button somewhere for harvesting, and it might be this one. There you go. So then you harvest it, get all the seeds and replant, which I guess we could do now. I mean, whoopsie. Okay, that was the problem with this, was the fact that that would happen, and then I would get very annoyed, so. Anyway, that's beside the point. I don't want to showcase any more of those, because they are old worlds. They are not relevant. They don't count. I've put a lot more effort into the design of the buildings in my current single-player world, and I care more about them. And that single-player world. And that is the single-player world that we're going to stick around for ages. And I might go back to the whole road idea. But not quite as extensive. Parts of me does wish that I had, like, old worlds kind of thing, but the thing is with the Womble's universe is that I've got a lot of the materials very close by for future updates, so something that I don't have close by is like the Deep Dark, like them, that's miles away. And that does kind of suck a little bit, is the fact that, you know, we can't go to the Deep Dark, we can't go and do the adventuring stuff in this world, so it is already like out of date. However, you know, it wouldn't take that much exploring to go and do it. I just wanted to play around in these caves, right? And I haven't done any builds in the caves in this save yet. I wanted to, like, build some, like, really cool dwarven fortress city stuff. However, I will definitely say that my overworld builds have definitely improved, so definitely improved. I take a lot longer to build things now, though. Definitely, there's definitely, it takes me a lot longer to, like, build, like, that's my starter house. That took, like, half a year to get that. You know what I mean? Like, it takes me a lot longer to build things these days, but I think the builds themselves are just better in general. Like, there's definite improvement on my build style. There's definite improvement on, like, my redstone knowledge. And also there's an improvement on the way I'm playing the game. So now I'm playing the game as a storytelling device. So this whole world, everything I do in this world is all part of, like, a story that I've got logged in my head. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's actually play Minecraft instead of reminiscing. Okay, so we want to line it up there. So now I need a way of getting items into this system here. So let's figure out where I want to bring things in from. I'm thinking from here is probably the best option. So I'm actually just going to, like, poke a straight hole through here until we hit the cave, and then I'll play around with it. I'm out of haste, though. Oh, we got water. Okay. Well, maybe this is a sign that the cactus farm needs to move today. Maybe this is a little bit of a sign that the cactus farm needs to move today. Like I said, this is going to be the spot for the cactus farm, right here. I'm gonna actually reduce the size of the cactus farm as well. What is this behind here? Oh, it's just a little area for... Oh, that's scary. Oh, it's just a little bit of a cave outlet. Okay, let's move the cactus farm just to there, and we're gonna reduce the size. In fact, I might just like hide it in here a little bit, like... It doesn't need to be a big farm, the cactus farm doesn't. I'm gonna cover this bit up. Because really that cactus farm should take me like 2 seconds to make, shouldn't it? Let's pick up the cactus first. Filters all of this out with like one water bucket. Interesting. I probably won't use fences there. I'll probably use glass panes. Was it you, Turing, that said the glass panes are probably a little bit more efficient? So let's get a few glass panes sorted out. Oh, open fence gates. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know if we've got any fence gates in my mess down here. All I need is like one, right? Maybe two. Could do like 8 cactus. We'll use 2. Do them in sets of 4. One gate to like 4 cactus. Gates. That's what I want. I've got 2 there. Perfect. There's no big difference, but in a small farm it could be a big different percentage-wise. To be honest, yeah, it could be. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Like, I mean, how much cactus do we really need? Let's be honest. Right, let's go and get the sand. I will do 8 cactus. That's all we need. We only want the 8, I think. I don't need to have a big farm. And we can always expand on this if I really, really wanted to. I will also need to figure out a way of like getting all the items. Just item collection system with water. It doesn't work. Does it have to be next to the cactus for it to... I guess you can't use it on a diagonal? It's got to be next to the cactus. Yeah. For some reason I thought I could have it on a diagonal, but oh well. I can't, which means I need a few more fence gates, but that's okay. Okay, that just frees up this little area as well a little bit. And of course I will have to bring all these items out, but that's okay. I'll do that in a sec, because we'll still use those as a collection system for the time being. So if I put that there, it should filter through, and then all I need to do is, like, say, drop this down, that down, that down. That down. I didn't mean to. There you go. Cool. So that's now a central point where I think all items will float to. No, it isn't. Central point where all items will float to is there. So if I drop items into any of this, it should all flow to that corner there. Which then is actually really easy for me, because from there I can hook that to fall down into the same sort of area and we can flow it round. If that makes sense. So that's actually pretty good. But for the time being, I'll probably just put a hopper and a chest, a double chest there maybe, or just a normal chest, I don't know. Just make sure everything does get through. There's nowhere where things get caught. I think we're good. Okay. So, and that's more or less all I can be bothered to kind of like make with this thing. It doesn't have to be any more than that, right? I may as well go and get some more fence gates. Of which I don't have any pre-made fence gates. Really? Not one? Okay. I've got sticks though, haven't I? No. Fine. Should be able to make some fence gates from this. Perfect. You need small cactus farm or a very big if you use it for XP. Yeah, it's not being used for XP. I mean, there will be overflow from the cactus farm that will get used into a bone meal. Oh, I gotta be careful where I put these things, right? Do you know what? I'm gonna hook all of this up. So I'm not even gonna like collect the items from there now, because there's literally no point in me putting like a new thing. I can just hook it all up to this system today. And we'll get all of those items kind of hooked up into the storage system around there. And then I'm gonna cover this in like green glass, so we can kind of see in, and maybe at some point I will decorate the back end of this, decorate it on the inside, similar way to the way that this is decorated, kind of thing, with like the rocks and stuff, maybe. Depends how I feel. Depends how I feel. But I don't need any more than this. I guess if I really wanted to, I could like add extra cactus farm like behind here, but what would be the point? I mean, I've got enough cactus, honestly, to be able to last for a lifetime. So okay, so I'm gonna leave that like that for the time being, and we can empty these things out soon. Right, let's go back and bring this line here that we were creating, that line, through. This bit I'm gonna block off now. That should link up to this. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so now I have a line that kind of connects all of this up. Just for the time being, I'm going to light this area up. And all I need to do is just hook it up onto this little loop. And then this can get hooked up onto the loop as well. And then we've got 3 into 1. Time to kill some cats. I'm not quite there for killing cats just yet. Or stranded it. I wouldn't kill the cats. I just need to make the cats not... What is this? I'll take that. A little bit of copper. Okay, I think we're gonna shut this line off because this line isn't doing anything for me. Okay, cool. And that means I can fill this bit in as well, because we don't need this. Right. Whoops! Just used my last of my ender pearls. Great. Hey, Kath, how are you? Have you been playing much of Imperium? And then it will also mean that I can bring the bamboo items from over there, because that's where the bamboo farm's going to be after I've dug out a new walk path to where the bee farm is. I have another base up and running with the teleportation set up between them. Wow, so that's a lot more than I've played then, because I think I'm not at level 10 yet. I might jump on later, have a little bit of fun, see what I can do. I will, yeah, level 25 now, yeah, so you're max level. About to start on a third base, nice. I'll tell you what I might do then, Kath. I might jump on later, and I might use the teleporter to randomly take me to like a random planet and then set up a base on my own kind of thing. And then we can like hook up the two bases maybe, or like hook up the bases with teleporters and that sort of thing. Because I've never actually built a base on my own before. So it'd be interesting to know whether I could do that and what I would need. I think that could be quite fun. That could be a quite fun little thing with Imperium. I might do that. Bear in mind I'm not going to be playing it as much as you guys, so... Okay, right, so we have our sugarcane here, which can drop down onto this line. Let's get a bunch of ice, and then I'm going to start like putting the ice down, and then we'll start filling in the water. I'll install a teleporter there as well. Yeah, exactly. Like that. Those little things. I think that's a really good, interesting way of playing Imperium, which we haven't necessarily played like that before, have we? Where we've like all had different bases. We've all like normally we all play from like the same base or something. But like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna have like a mega base. It will just be a base, I guess. I'm wondering if I could do like a respawn moment, so like respawn on a random planet. We'll see. On a different planet kind of thing, so I start up on a complete different CB reset. Yeah, my underground ever-expanding cave bases. Yeah, exactly. Like, we normally do a lot of those, like, ever-expanding cave bases, and then we don't really do much else. We still have a lot, apart from have a lot of fun, right? Like, I feel like that's something that needs mentioning. Like, you know, we still have fun. I'm going to bring this down a layer. We may as well all have this on the same layer. You normally build a space station as well. That's a good point. Yeah, we haven't. Have you done a space station yet this time? Not yet. Oops. So I'm going to put the ice down first for the collection system, and then we'll kind of like fill it in so that the collection, so that I can get the collection system hooked up as quickly as possible so that we can start collecting the sugarcane into the correct spots. Obviously, this bit will need to be kind of like covered up a little bit more. How do I want to do the ice? How do I want to do the water system? Let me have a play. I always find water item stuff very tedious to do, but once you've got it set up, it's great. I'm actually going to replace this with ice as well. So all of the bottom of this is going to be replaced with ice. Because I've got enough of it, so I may as well. Hey, Discount. Yeah, are you joining in on Imperium? You can do if you want. Like, if you're part of Kath's Discord server, it's got all of the requirements to join, kind of thing. Oh, more cactus just came off. If you get your PC set up maybe later, yeah, sure. Well, this week I'm only free today, kind of thing, so I'll probably play it this evening. Once I've finished streaming, I'll probably go and get some food, and then we can play a couple of hours. That, by the way, chat, probably won't be on stream. I don't think I have played Imperium on this stream before. I might have played, like, little bits, but not much. Out of it. Right, okay, cool. So that's now pretty much replaced all of that bit. We've got the bubble vator there, which I'm actually going to block off now, so we are no longer collecting into these chests. Those chests are full anyway, so it would be completely pointless for me to do that. We can pretty much do that, but I am going to replace that just for the time being, just because the water will have a bit of a change, right? So then that's going to be the outflow. We need a way to stop that from kind of like overflowing and overspilling. It needs to drop down onto that. I mean, this block there, that's probably going to go too. We'll just like kind of drop it down, if that makes sense. Right, let's go and get some fence gates. Or like some signposts. And then I'm going to start putting in the water sources, I guess. I guess we start work on those. Of which I have Do I have any ice? Also, do I have... ooh, we've got sand there. Also, next question is, do I have any soul sand in these chests? Because I'll need a bubble vator. We'll take that. I've not got any signs. I do have pressure plates though, which will work the same, right? Can you waterlog pressure plates? Yes. But I don't want to use pressure plates. I think that would not work as well. Been progressing the story a little bit. You see, I wouldn't mind doing that, like, on a different planet. I want to know if the story that you get on, like, a different planet is the same story as the one that you get, right? Like, on the standard planet. So I've never done that before. I've never really progressed the story at all, really. I mean, I've only ever done, like, base building and things, because that's, you know, that's how I like to play the game. Alright, let's go and get some signposts. Maybe I should play the storyline a little bit. I'm wondering if I can do like a fresh respawn. Like, get rid of all of my things. Obviously I'll give them all to you. Like, not that it's anything of any convenience, but whether I can do like a fresh respawn on that server and start from afresh. If that makes sense. Can you do that? Yeah, CB reset. You've already told me that. I already knew that I could do that. You already said. I already acknowledged it, and then I completely forgot that that's what you said. CB reset. Yeah. So I'll do a CB reset. Maybe. Start from fresh. Which means grinding out new levels, but I kind of want the challenge of doing that on a brand new planet, kind of thing. And now that you've got the teleporter, it'd be quite interesting to see if you could like maybe find me. I'm not going to tell you which planet I'm on, but maybe you have to go and like explore and see if you can find my planet. That could be quite fun. A little bit of hide and seek in Imperium. I am looking for any like random signposts, but it doesn't look like I've got any. I mean, you've got an option of like 5 different planets, right, to spawn on, so it probably wouldn't take you that long, but then you've got to find me on said planet. I've set up the server to reset the deposits every Friday. Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's little things like that that help those sort of servers as well, like stay alive. Yes. Hey man, I'm quite excited to play now. Like, I feel like, you know, it's a good game and we play it well. But I feel like we always kind of like get to level 25 and then we don't know what to do next kind of thing. We don't have like a... We never like push through and keep playing kind of thing. I was thinking about adding another time in the week. I think it depends how much we play it, right? Like if we're only playing it like 3 times a week, which, to be honest, I probably might not even be playing it that much, then you probably don't need that many respawns of the deposits. But I mean, if we all play it at different times, then maybe we do, right? Because if I'm playing on like a Thursday and all the deposits are already mined, and then I get on for the first time and there's no deposits, POI busting has become more intense. Has it? Cool. I never had any issues with POI busting, so that's probably for the best. No, I don't want that one there. that should now start throwing those items down there. I'm just going to cover that up, making it a little bit more efficient. Something that you won't be able to see, so you won't be able to see that bit. And then from here, I'm going to add this. And then that's going to become a water source. Or maybe the one inside there will be a water source. Where's my ice? I don't have any ice. Okay. About a dozen times each in one yesterday. Yeah, I mean... yeah. I think for POIs... it all depends on what you take into the POI, like weapons. So if you... because I never had any issues with them. But that was because I had like pretty much every slot was a different type of weapon, so I would never have to reload. And like the way that your armor is built up, so if you have like jump, for instance, jump boost was better. Because you could just get to places and camp. I need like one more piece of ice, and I put it all away, didn't I? You could also think about batching the items to stacks if there's a lot of small batches coming in at once. I could do that, yeah, we could batch the item in stacks. No, you can't batch the items in stack with the sorting system that I've got, because it won't pick up all the items. Because I'm just using a bog standard item sorter here. And I think that means that I can only collect like 24 at a time cheering. So we'll leave it how it is. It doesn't matter too much. It doesn't need to be like super mega efficient. I don't need like mega efficiency out of this. This is just a means to an end, if that makes sense. See, because they are coming in quite a lot, but there's not actually that many items down here, look. I've only got like a stack and a bit, so it's fine. I think I am just going to do like signposts, regular stuff. I love that these managed to get this far kind of thing. Yeah, well, I'll just do that because I've got the ice and it should just keep the momentum. Now, I might change my mind actually for the bone meal farm, because the bone meal farm will be creating a lot more items. It'll be a lot more, it'll be a lot faster farm, so might change my mind for the bone meal farm. Interesting. For the time being, that will do. So maybe that there then? Wait, this doesn't work. I can make it work though. So we put that there. That can go to that with that there, right? So then that means that all the gunpowder is going to come out of there, going to hit that, go around here, and then we'll have a another water source like there, kind of thing, right? I don't have any water source left though, so let's go and get some water source. And then that goes down into the bottom, which will be a bubble vator. So I need... Oh. So we actually need to bring this out one more just because I'm an idiot. I'm gonna need more ice, I think. Maybe I don't. There we go, cool. There we go, cool. And then this one right here, this is where the soul sand is gonna be. Soul sand, and then that's also where we bubble vated up into that area up there. Okay, so it should all connect up now, which is quite easy. That's going to be the bubble vator. I need something here. Stop that. And something there. But for the time being, I will just leave that empty. Let's go and get... Yeah, because then that will flow out and naturally flow in that direction kind of thing. And everything will get lined up against that piece of cake and then just flow in that direction, which is great. And then I'll probably just let it despawn at the back for the time being, but we can always change it. If things do go past the item sorting systems and stuff. Okay, so we've got pretty much all of our items now from those two, like looping around in a consistent belt, as far as I understand. Now we just need to put in that bubble vator and finish off the collection bit at the top, and then it should be good. So let's go and get the last little pieces that we need. And annoyingly, I couldn't find any soul sand there at all, which is so surprising. So we'll take that one. I've got loads of crap that I've collected. We need soul sand. We also need water sources. So kelp. And then I've got loads of stone for building the rest. And hopefully we don't flood our redstone here. This is like the point of no return almost. And then I'll put all of everything that's in these, and then we'll put them all into actual storage. So we want that. Do I have any more of these? So those are now on that system. I can also cover this bit up now, I think. I see the items coming in then. I can cover that up just for the time being. I'm gonna remove these for a minute. Just to add... Well, actually, let's be very careful about this, because this is important that we get this right. We need... Right, I'll tell you what, the way to do this is to kind of like tunnel this bit out so I can walk around it for the time being. The most important thing that we don't do here is like break any of this redstone. So I'm just gonna like cover that up. That block there, don't want it being broken. The rest of this I think is okay. And that will be my way, my personal way out. Way in and out. There we go. Cool. Just put this up for the time being. Let's cover that. Let's cover that. I mean, none of this is going to be visible, so it doesn't have to look good. So I think that is just for the time being where I'm going to put that. For the time being. Do I have any more signs? I do? Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Now, do I want a continuous water source here? If I do, then I need to do this. I need like a half slab, I think. Or a trapdoor. I think it makes a continuous water source. I think it might not be a bad idea to do a continuous water source for this bit. So if I put this above here, and then put that, so it's waterlogged, should just belt round. And I'm actually going to leave that there, so that gets blocked. Does this flow backwards? Oh, it does. Okay, well, that will have to do. That's fine. I can't get out. I'm trapped. Have to break that. Well, I guess now I can just... do the rest of that. Cool. So that now should be the last of the system. I just need to add this bit here as a bubble vator, and then we should be good. Do I have any? I do. I've got it here. So I just need a little bit of kelp. And we should be good. We should have hooked up all of my stuff. Let me do it from the inside because I feel like that's safer. Okay, so they're all water sources. Get rid of this. Shoot me up. I am stuck. Sure, that's gonna flood somewhere, but nowhere of significance. So that's okay. Just took out some of my torches, I think. Okay, so in theory, we should have a fully functional Death Star. I mean, battle station. I mean, sorting system. We shall see. I mean, the thing to look out for is the sugarcane that's going to start popping up in here. Because that's what's going to come through first. I guess we'll also get cactus coming through too. I'm actually going to, like, use this for the time being. Just to throw a few items in. So, for instance, if I throw in kelp, that shouldn't get caught up in the item system. There is sugarcane coming through now, so let's just see where that ends up. Oh, I think that's the sugarcane. It goes so fast. I might take out the bubble vator, to be honest. Well, there's the kelp. The kelp kind of ended up here. Nothing else went through. So all of my kelp ended up in the right place, so that's good. I guess I'm just gonna... I don't want to send large stacks. I mean, I could just, like, break all of those blocks there. Yeah, you see, it's bone mailing some of that sugarcane that I sent through, which is fine. Because it doesn't pick up the sugarcane that quick. But, hey, I mean, we're okay. We also had an overlap as well. For whatever reason, the cactus didn't get picked up, though. Yeah, for whatever reason, the cactus isn't getting picked up. So that tells me that I didn't put cactus in the sorting system back here. Oh, and I can't access that now. Ah, yes, I didn't. So I think this one's the cactus. That could be why there's no cactus. Also, I want cactus there. They're going to be bamboo. Oh. That could be a flaw. That could be a flaw to the cake system, chat. Did you see the kelp that kind of got stuck? A big stack of kelp that got stuck there? And that's because the bubble vator, like, belts directly into that. And it... Oh. I'll be back. the door was going. So yeah, I want to keep an eye on this for a sec. If there is anything that's getting caught there, but it does look like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm trying to think of a way around this. Can we waterlog the cake, by the way? No. So we can't waterlog the cake, so maybe the cakes aren't actually the way to go. Okay, well, so there we go. So hopefully this should now get cactus in, which we can test. And actually, I want the second bone meal here. It's this way. I can't figure out. The second bone meal device here needs to also be cactus. I've got 46 sugarcane in my inventory. Why do I have 46 sugarcane in my inventory? Did that pop into my inventory? Just want to see what happens. Okay. It seems okay, so... Alright, let's start putting all of this sugarcane here and sending it through, I guess. This is going to be a pain in the ass to do, actually. And most of this is going to get, like, kind of bone mealed down, I would imagine, but that's okay. Kind of restart. I'm doing it from afresh, right? Like, most of it's going to end up over there. I can hear it getting bone mealed. You know, it might just be easier just to fill up the chests down at the bottom, because it's just not going to get collected fast enough. That'll be the same with the bamboo, with the cactus, I imagine. Yeah, it might just be quicker just to sort them into the chests manually. Well, I mean, we're getting some, which is good. There's nothing that's kind of like gone to the overflow at the moment. Right, let's just sort all of this out manually. Which I need this for. Boop, boop. There we go, cool. That just replaces that, nice and easy. I need to put in the stone pressure plates, put all the other stuff away as well. Random. Oh, of course, that's the junk one, so I'm literally just going to throw that out my inventory because I don't need it. Have we got anything that's collecting there yet? I don't think so. I think we're okay. I don't think it will. I think it will be fine. Okay, cool. Right, let's start. Let's start moving the sugarcane, and then yeah, we can start building. Now that we've got a full actual system, we can actually start building the overlap kind of thing, and we can start building the creeper farm. So now we've got a storage system, we can build the creeper farm. Just gonna do that. Whoa. Maybe not that. Oh, this is not gonna go well, is it? Just making a mess. Ah. Okay, cool. I'm just making a mess. Oh my goodness. Ah. How much sugarcane we've got here. Oh boy, there's loads over there as well. This is not... Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do it this way? This was not the way to do it, was it? Oh my god. Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Quick, get it all before it despawns. Oh my god, there's so much of it. Why did I do it that way? Like, where was my method behind that? Like, I don't know what the... I don't know what I was thinking. I need like just a couple of slots just for these little pieces. There we go. Okay, I think this is the last bit of that sugarcane. There's also some sugarcane here. There's also a load of stacks there. Cool. Okay. That's the last of the sugarcane. So there we go. Sugarcane is now sorted. Pretty much. Like, I've got a lot. I've got a lot of sugarcane, so that's quite helpful actually. That will filter through. It will go into like that back chest there. It should be okay. And then we'll gradually gain some more. I did not mean to fall into that. Cool. And I'm tempted to kind of close this off now, just because we know that the system's working, so let's get like that last little piece. We'll plug it, and I'm just gonna kind of like shape this a little bit more, just so that we can play around with that later. But yeah, basically we've got 2 of our farms hooked up to that now. So now the next thing that I need to do is, well, I've already got the gunpowder kind of hooked up as well. I just need to start building the gunpowder. So let's start work on the farm itself. And I think what I'm going to do, so we're going to go down here. This is going to be the very first layer. I think the plan of action is to put down the magma blocks first, and then we'll start dropping the cats in. I'll then kind of go from there, if that makes sense. So let's put the magma blocks in first. So I need magma blocks. That's the thing that we need the most. Which will require me going to the Nether, I believe, because I don't think I've got really that much magma blocks. So we'll have a fly around in the Nether. I don't have very many rockets, so we'll be careful. I'm just gonna put away some items here that I don't want to lose if I do die. I only need like a few magma blocks. I only need like a stack kind of thing, so. I've only got 16 rockets, so hopefully I'll be enough to like kind of fly in and out. We just need magma blocks, which we might be able to get like down at the bottom down there. So let's just ow. He hits hard. Rude. Hey Maz, how's it going, my dude? Stares creepily from the window. I expect nothing less. So let's just take as much of this as I can be bothered to get. I don't think I need much more than a stack anyway, so we will just use that piece and then fly back up. Cool. That was easy. I'm on lunch break, so things are looking good. Ooh, lunch break. What is for lunch today? Anything good? What is for lunch? So after we've put down the magma blocks, the next thing we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to start grinding out some wood, some trees, that sort of stuff. Oh, I just realized a huge flaw with this design now. The magma emits a tiny little bit of light, and I feel like it's going to... Oh... Right. I need to... On the magma, I need to do that. To make sure that the rails work. Smoked turkey sub. Raspberry tea, nice. Very nice indeed. So yeah, the magma blocks give off a little bit of light, and because of the way that the lighting mechanic has subsequently changed, I don't want to do this bit. This bit does not need. I'm missing a lever. So, because the way that the lighting has changed and how mobs spawn, we might have an issue with that, with the magma spilling over into the first bottom chamber. So if I do this, if I do that, does magma blocks actually emit light? Or does it just glow? Does it actually give a lighting effect? Now, if I ignore this area. If I go over here, it does. It has a lighting block of +2, but it's not going to affect any part of the farm, so that's okay. How far into the build am I? I'm building the very first layer, so this is all going to be Creeper Farm. I have done all of the redstone unloading system. I've done all of the storage system down here. So this is where the gunpowder and stuff's going to be stored. We've mainly been working on this part actually today. So the sugarcane farm was already here, but it didn't have a storage system, and I've just moved the cactus farm, so it's just hidden away in this corner there. There's not much cactus farm. I don't need much cactus. So I'm literally like just starting it. Oh, hey, cool. A farm for the super duper awesome 1.20 void diamonds. I don't know what that means. I've not seen any of the Minecon live as normal. I don't watch that. I never do. Because I feel like it's just a way of spoiling the future updates of the game. Do I not have enough? That was an oversight, wasn't it? I don't have enough... fucking bats. I hate bats. I don't have enough magma blocks. Interesting. 1.21 does some fun stuff. Someone's already came in and said that there's something about auto crafting. Got to time yourself out now. I'm not really that bothered about spoilers, to be honest. You can talk about it as much as you like. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to avoid all the spoilers for this new update. There's no way. Like, people go hype it way too much, and yeah, then it just, like, the expectations are like super high, and then it always becomes very disappointing. So It's going to be disappointing no matter what, and that's because it's going to be a good update. But because it's going to be a good update, people are going to be hyping it for like months and months and months from now, and it'll just seem like really underwhelming when it actually arrives. Like that's always been the case. That's always going to be the case, and that's the Microsoft effect. That's the Microsoft effect. That's what we get now. That's Minecraft. It is what it is. I set up a lightly modded 1.2 save, but there's a couple of mods that haven't updated yet, so I don't know if I want to get into it much. See, this is why I don't play with mods. That exact reason. That exact reason. There are some mods that I really like that haven't updated and are not compatible with the new version. Okay, well, now I don't want to play the game. That is the exact reason I play vanilla Minecraft. Because you will always be disappointed when the mods don't get updated and they don't add the mods into the game. Was it 1.7? So I remember like 1.7 and 1.8 when Minecraft was just getting sold to Minecraft, right? Like the deal was just about to go through. They actually did add a lot of mods to... Okay, he's not going to attack me, I don't think. They added mods to the game. Like, slime blocks, that was from a mod, right? That was added directly as a mod. Ocean monuments, they were from a mod. So very, very interesting. So they used to do it, they just don't anymore. I don't think Microsoft ever has. New copper stuff, copper trapdoors, copper doors, and light blocks. So I have my first question, and the only question that has any relevance to what my opinion of the new save is, the new world is going to be. Have they sorted, or are they going to sort the inventory system? No inventory. No. Okay, I don't care. I do not care for this update. Not mentioned at all. Well, someone said something about shulker boxes earlier. Like, shulker boxes are changing. Which is part of the inventory system. Okay, I'm going to put a light back here so we actually don't get mobs in the mob farm just yet. So I think this is it. That's it. So if I do this, which should turn on the collection system. Very tempted to turn that into a powered rail as well, actually. They're changing pots to be able to hold items. You can't open them like chests. However, hoppers and such do interact with them. Okay. So completely useless. Something fired, so I obviously picked something up in that sorting system. Only way to take stuff out is hopper, break it, and piston move it. Okay. So what got sent up? So that means that a couple of magma blocks, perfect. So that means that the collection system is definitely working here. Good. Okay, so next step, honestly, I think is probably the trapdoor step. So I need to get a bunch of trapdoors. Aha, yes. Do I have any more, like, blocks? Oh, that's just... that's just frustrating. I am gonna break through that so we can gain access a little bit easier. Back here. Okay, need networkable shulker boxes with a mine crafting table interface. That would be perfect, Maz, honestly. The crafter in 1.20 is really similar to the auto crafter mod that Massey and XCOM made 4+ years ago. Interesting. Oh, that kind of makes sense that they would maybe do that because they're on the dev team now, right? Alright, food prep time. Lurking, more so than have been. Okay, no worries, Discount. I'm probably not going to be streaming for too much longer anyway. So, have a good one. So you need there's a networkable shulker boxes. I don't know what that's going to do, but that does sound very redstone-y. So that could be quite fun. Okay, this is what we need now for this area. I need to go and chop down a bunch of wood, and then we'll start putting cats on, and we'll start layering up the systems. Then it's just the big grind. But, yeah, I mean, we've definitely got the kill chamber in. So the kill chamber's done. Let's go and grind out a bunch of wood. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to grind out the wood just yet. We're going to use the wood that I've already got in storage. I may as well, right? Like, there's no point in grinding for something I've already got. So let's go and do that. Oh, it's Nembon that's on the dev team. Right, got you. Not Massa or XCOM. It's Nembon. I knew someone of that kin had joined the dev team, but I could not remember for the life of me who it was. So it's Nembon. Thank you. Which, again, like, makes sense, like, he knows XCOM, I think Nembon does. Well, Nembon knows a lot of them. Still makes sense that those sort of, like, auto shulker mods and stuff would get added, maybe. Wait. Oh, that's the junk items. I don't care about those. What did I come up here for? I came up here for wood. So let's start using these pieces of wood. Now, something else I'm going to need is carpet. I think for the time being, I'm going to use moss carpet in the farm, as opposed to normal carpet, because I don't really have a wool farm. Any random trapdoors that are just kind of like knocking around, I will utilize. It doesn't have to be pretty, so like any form of like random carpet that we've got as well, I'll utilize those. I may as well, otherwise it's just junk in my inventory, right? Not snow though, I can't use snow because snow won't work. Auto shulker mod. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Cheering because I don't play with mods, right? So my knowledge of different mods is not great. I'll be the first to admit that. Connected storage, forage stronger, reliable tools like Tinker, Construct, and some basic power would expand the game quite a lot. But the thing is, like, it's all well and good, like, adding all these wonderful new blocks. I say this every time. I get on my soapbox and I realize you're probably all fed up of me going on about it. But, like, it's all well and good, like, having all the large variety of different blocks, building blocks. Love it. Love that that's the case. I love the fact that we can do stair blocks. I love the fact that I can make builds that in my head look quite realistic. I love that we can do that now. We never used to be able to do that. I mean, we've been on earlier on this stream, we went back on some of my older saves and you can see the improvement that I've made in build quality. Like being able to build a roof out of a chacha wood, which was a big challenge that I've done in the past. Like look at like how that looks now to what I did like in the 1.12 era when we set up in that what's it biome. Look at the different blocks that I'm introducing into this world. Look how good this looks. I love it. I love the fact that we've got different types of wood. I love all of that. I'm a huge advocate for adding more blocks. But when you're building this sort of a thing and you've got like 100 different types of blocks and you've only got 28 inventory slots and you can't physically actually build this without large, big, long, stupid shulker box messes like crazy. Yeah. It gets frustrating and it just then becomes an inventory management system. It's an inventory management game. Not to mention like the useless blocks like rotten flesh, which just clogs up your inventory and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? I want to carry every block with him at all times. That's not necessarily what I want, right? I still want that inventory finding system, but the way that we've kind of got it now, it's just extreme. For me to build like the hobbit hole up here, which is a really small build, there was like 64 different types of block in this, maybe more. That's like 2 inventories worth just for this. It's silly. It's silly that the game is in a state like that. i.e. with wireless. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get it. Everyone's gonna say, well, you could just use a mod and you could do this, blah, 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 blah. That's well and good if you want to use mods. I want a happy medium. I want something in between. Let's just go into this slot and search as though I'm in creative. I want survival to be a survival game, but I need to have space in my inventory to be able to do stuff and not have to empty everything out every 2 seconds. For instance, like I've got 1, 2, 3 different types of trapdoors there. They're not going to go very far, but they're clogging up my inventory, my precious inventory slots. They don't get combined, that sort of thing. Like, it's almost as though you need like kind of a slot for trapdoors and you could set the different slots in the inventory. I don't know. It is silly that you have such expectations. I'm not the only one though. Like, I feel like that's a very popular comment throughout the Minecraft world. Like, anyone who does play a lot of like the survival game and plays it to a point where, you know, they're past the end game kind of thing. Like, a lot of people have said this, so yeah, it's weird. What do you think if you could pick block items from shulker boxes, or solve a lot of bigger inventory would be the simplest elegant solution? Honestly, Cheering, I don't know what the simplest or the elegant solution is. I haven't put that much thought into it. All I know is right now in its current state, there is a problem with the Minecraft inventory system. The hoarders. Yeah, the hoarders, like me. Because in the end, I will use a lot of the different blocks. Like, there's a reason why I kept that 1 trapdoor. That means I don't have to craft it again. You know, there's a reason why I've kept these like 4 different trapdoors there, because I'm using them now. You know what I mean? Like, the hoarders like me who are using all of these blocks that I've been kept in storage for like ages. I need an answer to that. That's what I need. I need an answer for that. What I want to do, I want to be able to build this entire thing, like find all of the items that I need, put them all in my inventory, and then build it all without having to go and see a chest. That's what I want. And I realize that's probably not doable, but if you build a game like that, then it like has space for expansion, right? Like, you can improve things with it. backpack would be nice. Yeah, something simple like that. I mean, bundles! They were going on about bundles for ages and they never got added. Like, what happened to bundles? I mean, I don't think bundles are quite the answer, but it's a step in the right direction. It's someone thinking about the inventory. And they changed the way that the creative inventory system works, which is great. Like, in my opinion, that needed doing. I don't understand. Okay, we need to find the center block. So the center block's there, which means that I need... Oh, I need some slabs. The thing is, like, from their point of view, I get what they're gonna say is that if you start messing with the inventory system, it's a never-ending cycle. You're never gonna be able to get everyone satisfied with it. And they're just putting time and effort into something that has diminishing returns, because in like an update, in like 5 updates time, you're just gonna be in the same situation again, right? But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that mentality. Bundles are stupid. They just split items on the... Oh, they just spit items on the ground. They're for early game. Yeah, they are for early game. But I mean, even early game these days, it's difficult to play with the inventory system. But at least it's a start, Turing. That's the thing. At least the idea and the concept of bundles was to get like 4 moss blocks there, 12 trapdoors there, put them in one bundle, and then you can have an inventory slot. At least that, it's an idea, it's a way of working it. Or like put all the bundles, like these arrows here that are like, it's all just like different items that aren't full stacks that are using up my slots. At least that idea is a step in the right direction. But yeah, no, I do agree that the bundles themselves are stupid, like the way that Minecraft have implemented them. I need to figure out what we're doing with this. So that's the centerpiece, so that's where the cat's gonna be. Okay. Now I need to figure out where the carpet goes to stop spiders from spawning, and I can't remember the pattern for this, so I'm gonna have a look on my creative save, but I do have a feeling the version on the creative save isn't up to date. I don't think that's the most efficient way of doing it, so we'll have a look. I'll see what... Yeah. So that's definitely not right. It might be this. This might be the best one to do. So all corners. Yeah, because there's no place there where spiders can spawn. We don't want spiders spawning in this. So it's all corners, and then there's like an outer circle and an inner circle. I should be able to remember that. I don't know if this is the most efficient way of doing it, but it's the way that I'm going to opt for. So there is no like 3x3 square there available, right? No. Need something that's scalable and centrally accessible. I don't think people would mind having 100 chests if they can access them all in one crafting table interface. Yeah, Maz. Yeah, that's not a that's a good point. Like, you know, if you can access things in one interface, then that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what the answer is. I am not smart enough to be able to say, this is how you do it. I'm just not. But all I know is that the current system right now doesn't work, and the more things they add into the game, the harder it's gonna get, like, to fix these sort of stuff. Okay. Now, the question is, do I want to add a lighting system to this now, or do we want to do that after we've got, like, the first couple of layers sorted? Do I even want a way to turn this device on and off? This is the time to make that decision. Got to make that decision now. Let's just mob proof that. Oops. Wow, I ran out of carpet very quick. So, I mean, okay, so here's the pros and the cons for having a system where we have a light, right? A lighting system. So, pro. If we have a lighting system, we can turn the creepers on and off so that they're not spawning in the thing for maintenance. If I ever need to maintain this for whatever reason, like, that's a way forward. Why is this one light block? Like, why do I have a light there? Is that from that torch, maybe? Why is there a light there? Why is there a light here? I know why that one's there, because that's got that. Let me get rid of that torch, see if that makes... Yeah, okay, so it was the torch, okay. So we can have like a light that turns on. So all we need is like this lamp, that spot there and that spot there, and it lights up the whole of the farm on this layer. So we could do that on like every single layer, and we could just like have a redstone master switch that turns them all on or turns them all off. So the advantage of that is I could turn off the machine, which means that I'm not going to lag out with like items dropping everywhere and creepers like just randomly spawning this, that, and the other. So that's the advantage. The disadvantage is I'm not sure if there's the room, and I'd have to kind of like do all the redstone separately. And that's just going to take extra time. And I don't know if I can be bothered, in all honesty. Alright, we need to get a cat in here, so let's just bear that in mind. Any other mob style farms in the area to be able to be effective. I don't know if I would have another mob farm in this area anyway, but that is a good point. It means that I can like maximize, I can turn one farm off, turn it back on, that sort of thing. So that's a good point. So that's a pro for it. I mean, the main thing right now, I can't be bothered to do it right now, and I feel like I can't be bothered to wire it all up, but I could just put the redstone torches in, you know, redstone lamps, right? Yeah, let's get the redstone lamps. We'll put them in. Why not? And then I can always wire it up another time. Got 63 lamps, so I should have enough. That'll be my way out in a sec. I think we can put the lamps in with the intention of doing it, and then if I decide otherwise, I can change my mind. Yeah, it's always because you say one thing and then contradict it the next week. That's true, I do. I mean, way back I said I wasn't going to do this farm ever again, and now look at me, so, you know. People change their minds, that's okay. I change my mind a lot. Okay, so this layer's done. So the only thing that can spawn in this platform is creepers at the moment. So let's get the cat in. Also going to take out the trapdoors that we don't need in place. I do need that one. I'm going to open that up so we can just drop the cat in from above. Let's put those in. Alright, so that now gives me the chance to do that at some point, so that's good. Something I don't want is things spawning on this layer at the moment, so let's just put that there. Okay, so let's go and get a cat. I don't have any rails in my inventory. Do I have... I've got a minecart. Okay. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Let me just go and get some rails. I'll be back. I might need to breed up some more cats as well, to be fair. Do I not have any rails at all? Like anywhere? Ah. I've definitely got rails somewhere, I'm sure I do. Gonna put that back in there just for the time being. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take all of this. We'll take it back down. Do do. So I don't have any rails at all. Let's have a look through these barrels here, see if there are actually any knocking around here, because the last place I used rails was in this area, so I might have like a cheeky stack. I've got 6. Do you know what I'm gonna use? It's gonna look weird. I'm gonna use detector rails. So I've got loads of them. There we go, that's what we'll do. Right, cat. Which cat is it going to be? Should be able to drop a cat in, right? And it should just pop into my minecart? No? No? There we go, we got a cat in. Alright, let's use these detector rails to push the... Can only make 6 turns. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. I'm a little bit scared, actually, of dropping the cat in, that we're going to kill it, but we'll see. See if it can survive this. Just need it to drop there. See if it can survive that. This looks ridiculous. I don't think I've ever made a rail track with detector rails before. Get on the track, please. Powered rails might have been better to use. This might kill the cat. Just so you're aware, this genuinely might kill the cat, but I want to see. It didn't kill it. Perfect. Get in your hole. Really? Quick look to see if this is, so this is all like kind of, ow. Send the cat over to the burglar stuff from the nearest village. I've already stolen all the things I need from the nearest village. The nearest 2 villages, I might add. I've pillaged both. Okay, so, kind of tempted to put tinted glass here, actually. So that we can see into the farm. Because it might start functioning, like, kind of from now. We'll see. I mean, it might be the fact that the mob cap around here is already all the way in and you're not going to get anything down there, but hey, I don't really care. I don't want those in there. Okay, so we've got the first layer done. The first layer of the... what's it? There's bats down there, but I don't know whether there will be any creepers or whatever spawning down there. It's a bit of an odd... Oh! Something died. Oh, that might have been the bat that hit the magma block. Yeah, there's a lot of bats that are spawning down there. So I'm definitely within, like, spawn rate. Obviously, you've got that platform on the top, which will also spawn things in. But only creepers can spawn in on the interior. Oh, there's a creeper. There's a couple of creepers. Oh. That's not going to work. That bottom layer isn't going to work. I've got to fill up the... This is dangerous. Yeah. They can get up there. I'm an idiot. I don't know why I didn't think about that. They can get up onto that first ledge. So I need to get rid of that first ledge. Get rid of that real quick. So they can't just walk out. Which would mean I can get rid of this, but it... Yeah, okay. I think I've made this mistake before. I think it's still worth having this bottom layer open. When you crawl on it, anyone else find it strange? Yeah, I do find it strange. I am going to leave that one kind of open. In fact, what I might do there is put in a little trap. Oh, it's in the wrong place. Save these trapdoors, don't need them. I will need them for, like, that bit up there, though, so... I'm glad I tested that, though, first, now, because otherwise all you're gonna get is creepers falling down here and then walking up onto here so they don't take damage from the magma. Which is not ideal. Do I not have any more? Oh, balls. I can use the slabs, I guess. Oh, get out of the way, bats. Take this bit up as well. Okay. So hopefully that should still work the same, because I think the creepers will spawn in, they'll be like, oh, we can get here, so we'll stand here like 1 block away from the thing and then just continuously take damage, but they won't go back up to here. It's either that or we just build this platform like 1 block higher, and that will just cancel everything out. Which might just be the easier way of doing it, just build this platform 1 block higher. We'll just keep an eye on this for a sec. See what happens. Because things will spawn. I mean, we already got 4 gunpowder. Oh, of course. Things are spawning on the platform, the bit that I don't want them to spawn on. Let's see if there's anything that spawns in that lower platform. I'll tell you what, maybe we put a torch on this bit here, which will stop bits of this being spawnable. Tell you what I'll do. Ah. Dun, dun. Bear with me. Okay. So that should light these bits up quite well, but it shouldn't light up anything else. Actually, maybe this one is now still... So it needs to come down 1. Okay, 1 block. God damn it. What am I doing here? Like, this is just so tedious. Okay, so that should have stopped most spawns. I mean, you might still be able to get a spawn here, maybe? Yep. But either way, that should have stopped most spawns, so that means if I go back up onto that, like, kind of spawning platform, we should start seeing creepers walking out onto the magma blocks. That's kind of what I'm looking for. We're just in, like, that testing period now, just to see if it works. Maybe I just need a like glow lichen just on there, just because that would work. Actually, that would work very well. Let me have a look down here real quick, just to make sure. Oh. Why? I need like I need tinted glass. Yeah, pretty much everything there is not going to spawn stuff in. Right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this down to page 5, page 1 rather, and then pretty much that, whenever it picks up any items, should go into my hopper, dropper, unloader, mephicator. I can hear a slime somewhere. So when this comes back, if it's got anything in, it will just go straight into my itemificator. So now all I need to do is just like kind of wait here for a little bit and see if we get any items. But I'll also watch it just for a little bit longer, and then yeah, we'll see. I don't know whether the creepers from that bottom layer will do what I want them to do, so it might be that I just build that bottom layer up 1. Because the creepers will spawn down there, but it's whether or not they run into the magma down at the bottom. Which then means I need to get that cat out from where it is. But we can do that with a piston. We can push the piston up like a layer. Nothing is spawning in at the moment, so that makes me wonder whether it's nighttime on the surface. So it is nighttime on the surface, so the mob count will be maxed. So let's just really quickly sleep, so it's day. Or leave this area and then come back, because there might be some caves that haven't been lit up very well. Move! I'm sleeping. Something that I will say is that my item sorters don't have these selected for gunpowder yet. I don't want that there. That's not going to go where I want it to go. Why don't I just put it like in there? That might not be a bad idea. Wow. Already starting to fill up, like that chest is nearly done. There is a skeleton down there, so not what I need. Do I have like carpets? Let's go and like just mob proof the top here. There we go, that just mobs proof that little area. Not seen anything spawn. There's nothing spawning down there though. A way for me to also find out is just to kind of like camp watch this. So that's now got 7 in. Did I put 7 gunpowder in there? Did I put 7 gunpowder? I thought I only put 3 in that one and 4 in that one. Maybe it's already started getting some gunpowder, maybe. I mean, ideally I want to see it. Another way for me to find out is, I guess, watch this loader, right? Okay, so there's nothing in there at the moment. I mean, if I'm down there, then things aren't going to spawn because I'm too close. I just want to see, all I want to see is a creeper walk out onto the magma and die. That's it, and then that's proof of concept confirmed. And I don't have to move that bottom layer. You can hear the minecart going around. Just want proof of concept. That's all I want. Proof of concept. Then once I've done that, I can end the stream. But I have a feeling we're not going to get it. I should be far enough away for things to spawn in down there. I mean, we've seen things spawn in down there, but it could just be that there are things spawning elsewhere and we've reached the mob cap or whatever. I just want to see a creeper walk off into the magma and kill itself. That's all I want to see. Because I'm not convinced that they will just walk into the magma. Right, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking I need to build that lower layer 1 block up. Which is fine, we can do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to build that up. But I'm not going to do that today. We've started work on the creeper farm. And I haven't had any gunpowder come in, so... We've got loads of sugarcane coming in, though. Yeah, that's currently set at 7 gunpowder. That will cap at 41, so you need 41 gunpowder for that bit to be... What's the light level of the platform? The platform on the top, that is... You cannot spawn anything on the level on the top, Turing. It's the platform in the underneath. So that platform there is light level 0. All the way through that platform. But I'm not seeing any spawns down there. Now, it could just be that they're not spawning because I'm mob capped around this area and I need to just like kind of unload this area and reload it to see it, which is absolutely a potential. Oh my goodness, it's so laggy without Optifine. Oh no. Last rocket. So it might just be that I needed to like unload and reload things back in so the mobs despawn. It's daytime outside, so there's no mobs on the surface. And it might just take a minute before the creepers do start spawning. We did have a few spawns though. That's the weird thing, is the fact that I've definitely seen about 4 or 5 creepers spawn down there. It's just that since we've made those alterations, I want to make sure that the creepers don't have a way of getting up onto the side. I want the creepers just to be on the magma blocks. That's basically what I'm saying. And I was an idiot. I unloaded this. Okay, well that's still working. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. I'll come back to this another day. We'll come back to this another day. I think what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to build that bottom platform up 1 layer anyway, regardless. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build that bottom platform up 1 layer in the next session, and then we'll build in like 4 or 5 platforms maybe in the next session. I don't know when that'll be. Probably Saturday. I'll play some more. And we'll grind out as much of that as possible. It's going to be a big grind, but we're now just at the point where we just need to build the farm. That's it. And then everything else is good. So I need a food one, correct? I do need a food one. I need to get some food and stuff. So I shall head out. See you guys later. Have a good night, evening, noon. Insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's been a bit of a slow stream today. I'm aware of that, but you know, it's what you gotta do sometimes. It's what you gotta do. Have a good one. Bye.